Hello, welcome back to Miss Finance. My name is Rebecca, and on this channel I'll go through all things accounting, finance and investment related. So as always, if you find this stuff useful, please do consider subscribing, and otherwise let's get straight into the video. So today we're going to have a look at min and max. So this is another function within Excel that will allow you to find the minimum lowest value within a defined range of values. And the max function is used to find the maximum largest value. So this is useful sometimes if you're trying to work out the minimum value of sales or the maximum value of sales in a month, or just the minimum average of, say, ticket or maximum amount of tickets that you've sold, for example. So we're just going to go ahead and take a look through an example just to show you what they do and how you can access them within Excel. And this will help you specifically, again, if you're studying towards your AAT level 3 synoptic, because these type of functions you do need to know and they might come up on the exam. So let's go ahead and take a look. So we've just got this information here. I'm just going to make those a bit bigger for you so you can see them. Now, as always within Excel, there's two different ways that you can go into a formula, and that's either by starting to type it if you know what it is, and you'll see here that if I start to type min, it gives me a list of options. Or the other way, if you've never used a specific formula before, is to go into formulas at the top here and insert function. So I'm just going to type minimum and maximum here. So here I want to know what the minimum lowest value is between this range here. So to find the formula in the first place, if you've never used it before, all you need to do is go to Formulas, Insert Function, use the drop down menu to select all, and then type min. Go to Go and click OK. And I'm just going to select these cells here because I want to know what the minimum value is of all of this here. So I'm going to click OK. I'm just going to drag that down there, and that will tell me what the smallest value is within this range. So you can see here, if I had to do this manually with a lot of data, it would take me a lot of time. So I can say that all of these here are the lowest value, whereas this picks those up immediately. Now, maximum is really similar, and you can find that by going to Formulas, Insert Function, use the drop down menu to select all, click Max, Go, OK. And then again do the same thing again and just drag that down. So manually again, I can highlight all of the largest items, which could take me a lot of time, or this will just pick those out for me instead. So it's quite a useful tool if you're just trying to find the minimum and maximum of something. Now, the other thing that I can do is use the minimum and maximum to look at the minimum and maximum totals. So if I just go ahead and transpose this, that will bring those down in that format. So I'm going to type the formula instead of using the insert formula function. So if I type equals min, I'm just going to highlight the range that I'm looking at, and I'm going to press enter, and that there is going to show me that that is the smallest value in that range. So let's just call it a different color. And then similarly with maximum, equals max, select the text that I want it to look in, and you can see here that is the maximum. So it's always worth, if you're doing a formula within Excel, just spot check a few of the items to make sure that it is bringing through what you're expecting it to bring through. And I always do that on a daily basis anyway, no matter what formula or function I'm using, just to give it that last check before I press enter, or that I'm happy with the formula. And the only thing that you really need to be taking a look at, or make sure that you're not missing, is that when you're doing a formula like this with any ranged formula, double check the range that it's looking at. Because if, for instance, I dragged this down and changed this to max, you can see here that that's moved down by 1. So again, you just need to make sure that it is pulling through the correct range. And if you're worried about it changing, just highlight the cells that you want to fix and click on F4 using your keyboard, and it will stop that from happening. So if I now change that to max, you can see there that that's now picking up the highest total. So I hope you found this video useful. Do consider subscribing as always, and I shall see you on the next video.